Hello and welcome everyone, this is Blackadder at Blackadder's Place, and I welcome you to today's stream, Classic Wednesday, but definitely non-classic content we're gonna be getting as Earl Destroyer's Vanilla Summer Tournament for the year 2021 is going to be beginning with the first round match between GCS Shenanigans, aka I am Justin, you might also know him from the Scream Clan, and on the other hand and side it's going to be the one and only ChronoJJ, the one and only, that's of course Toao. But yeah, well, the one and only, that kind of is here as well. Quite nicely indeed. Nonetheless, the rules are fairly simple. They do have 17 maps to choose from. You can find the information about the tournament, !summer into the chat. Brackets are !bracket if you wish. No, and they're gonna be first playing best of 3 in the first round. That's the thing. They're gonna be picking home maps, each of them. The last game would be played on random. No, and as you can see, they are already banning some maps because from the 17, each player is gonna be banning 2 maps. The lower seed, which is ChronoJJ 9 versus 8, I think it is gonna be picking first. No, and then they're gonna be picking, of course, the home maps. So, what do we have here? So, ChronoJJ banned Medit. I wasn't interested in that. Shenanigans is banning Acropolis, knowing that Chrono is a good draw, it's making sense. And ChronoJJ doesn't want to be dealing with, quite a bit of a hard one. Medit is a really special map on Vanilla especially. Really high skill and very prone to easy mistakes. You can say that Savannah is gonna be next ban for Chrono, doesn't want to open a map. And then Vinland Saga from Shenanigans doesn't want to be playing that. It seems like P Migration. Yeah, whatever gods they want, they're gonna be using. And the Migration is a good map, and ChronoJJ is kind of known to be using all kinds of maps like these. And hey Hassan, and Mogliputa, and potentially everybody else who's gonna be joining up. We are on 2-minute delay, since we are having competitive games, so that's gonna be for the whole stream, even the community games after. So potentially you're gonna be having to entertain yourself in the chat on your own a bit. And hopefully it's not gonna be too much of a problem. We need to be, of course, securing the players the best conditions possible for their performances today. I think that the standards should be fine. Yeah, because the vanilla mods are having a bit of an oddity with the maps. The maps have to be having the exact same name as the original to be modded, otherwise they are not gonna be displaying. So I think that should be correct. So what is actually Shenanigans home map? Not sure, but overall I'm thinking Shenanigans is exactly an Eggy main, as has been mentioned by Hassan in the chat. I do remember him playing ISIS. Definitely. And ChronoJJ is, he can be playing multiple gods, but he's obviously Eggy main as well. So you will be seeing some interesting Eggy wars here. Yeah, I think it should be fine this way. But definitely Shenanigans is quite an experienced vanilla player, so I'm expecting this is gonna be quite a probably interesting match. Now let's see what the players are gonna be having prepared for us. Maybe some special strats, who knows. Actually, I haven't seen the home map for Shenanigans yet, right? I don't think so. But nonetheless, it's gonna be therefore time to be delving into the first game of Earl Destroyer's Vanilla Tournament for the year 2021. And Ra and set it's going to be, and yes, everything is working according to plan. So thank you for all the maps I think Hagate was working on them as well. Obviously based on the code from Rebels Rising. And also there was another guy that I always forget the name about, sorry for that, who actually prepared the maps in 2017 for the first tournament for Earl Destroyer. There we go. And well, we are going to be having therefore a transport bot, of course, on Team Migration. That's a standard one. You might of course know this map also from Age of Mythology Titans. We have often had it in RTS League and potentially even some other tournaments. No, but here in Vanilla, of course, quite a lot of differences because you don't have the classical TCs. You need to be playing differently for some fasty heroic and stuff like that. And well, of course, we are also playing on the Vanilla Expert patch that is available on Woobly. You can find information on that by !Vanilla into the chat. And that is well put together by expert players and modders, of course, as well from the vanilla game. And therefore, it's kind of addressing most of the kind of egregious balance issues that the players have over the years. Not kind of discovered, but simply learn to live with. So it's something simple like making mercenaries a bit weaker. For example, you cannot be bought in Ulfsak, and just kind of like a bit of basic things like that. It's not any kind of brutal overhaul. Not really. So you can definitely expect that the game is not gonna be too different from what you potentially knew with us when you used to be playing it yourself, or maybe you are playing it as well, who knows. Currently I definitely recommend visiting and playing on Woobly. So basically that is even just the only place to play rated vanilla if you wish, and it is the place where the vanilla patch is available. But you don't have to be playing with that. You can be choosing even the original version 1.10 from Ensemble Studios, no problem whatsoever, up to you what you are gonna be liking to play and enjoy. No come, so you're gonna be about now therefore starting with the Rahir bits. Gonna be, I guess it's gonna be on the shifting sense. It's probably why there's also the set on the other side. Didn't want to be caught down with his spans. Even though ISIS with the ancestors would be nice, but still the easy transport is really cool, and he's gonna be potentially able to shift onto TC, which is effectively a meta on Titans. So I'm thinking that ChronoJJ probably will be trying to play something fairly similar. I'm really thinking that he will be attempting to do so. No, well, at any rate, you can see right now there's gonna be one starting gold mine. So far we don't see a second gold mine here yet. There is nothing there either, so it seems like that the island's actually starting actually without anything else here. That's actually a bit curious. No, that's probably because I'm way too used to team games. And in team games you are having extra map. Or is the difference in the script between Titans and Vanilla? Well, I really don't think there should be too much of a difference there. Not really certain. And yeah, no problem, Arno. Welcome to the stream. Glad you found it. And well, hopefully everybody else is gonna be finding it as well, as it's quite a cool tournament that AOL Destroyer is always supplying for us and for the whole community. And definitely will be, well, quite a bit deserving of a whole lot more attention that unfortunately it's getting, because it's always filled with top players, quite nice performances, and it is usually quite a decent prize pool as well. Not usually, it's always quite a good prize pool, as I don't think he's going below 200. This one is gonna be having 300 euro as a prize pool, so quite a bit of, well, pocket money, quite a hefty pocket money to be actually gotten for plenty of the players here. They are gonna be making it to the top. And for example, even Wild AOL Destroyer, here's clanmate Berserker is actually going to be playing as well, as he did last year. No, well, this year is gonna be also coming back. So in case you somehow have been living under a rock and don't know the name, and Berserker is definitely one of the toppest vanilla players, but overall also damn good as far as Titans as well. You can see right now, bit of a piggy transport right now coming up. Just an interesting moment to screenshot right at the very beginning here. We having something to use potentially for the advertisements for next streams. And then again, just a reminder to everybody, we are on 2-minute delay, so therefore we are gonna be just making sure everybody is playing at the best conditions possible. Doesn't have to be worried about, I don't know, whatever they could be worried about. And that's gonna be the whole thing for today's stream, as we're gonna be continuing with classic Wednesday community games after the match. And well, that means that maybe the communication is not gonna be that on spot, but they're hopefully gonna be able to forgive that for, well, once here, as we do have something important at the start of it all. No, nonetheless, we're gonna be there for right about now, probably getting ready for the advances, obviously, since on Vanilla, even the original, in the original game, observing wasn't possible. It's only right about now basically hacked into the map script, which is really great work yet again by Rebels Rising, who has figured all of that stuff out. It's going to be right now allowing us to stream it live. But well, overall, we won't be having, of course, the tools as we do have in Titans for the resources, for all kinds of other stuff, like even looking when they advance. We just have to be kind of guessing it and gauging it where it's possibly going to be happening. We can possibly look into the post game, even though that's a bit sketchy because it's not entirely 100% reliable every time. As you're gonna be having right now Anubis at 523. You can see right now ChronoJJ seems to be getting ready as well for the advances. It's gonna be probably shifting, I guess. Or is he? So far he's going for the lumber camp. Maybe he just wants to be spending a bit of time. And Schalke, yes, this one is certainly water range, as you can tell. This one... I'm thinking it's close. I'm thinking it's very close. I'm not sure, but... I'll be guessing not. But by a... I don't know what centimeter maybe. It's very close. This one is obviously not. This one is also very close. I think it is from here in range. I think it's gonna be close. This one is also in range, definitely from the right. And the starting TC here for Shenanigans, that's safe. Yeah, that's too far away. So I'm thinking it's gonna be fairly kind of okay for both of them. Maybe just the middle is a bit different, but I guess it doesn't exactly matter too much. Just a bit of interesting point will be, as we do see right now a bit of an attempt to get a funny dog by ChronoJJ all the way to the top side here. That was a fishing boat, by the way, that was trying to build it. Obviously, that's not going to be happening. Therefore, Chrono will have to be playing a bit differently, as he's trying to spot and drop another dog onto quite a interesting position here. Fishies, of course, but much more importantly, it's going to be interesting as far as the potential for the water battle. But, yeah, it's going to be unfortunately too slow. But it's very close, though. Is he paying attention, though, Shenanigans? Is he paying attention? Oh, okay. Ha. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to make it. No, well, 130 hit points. That's definitely damn close. As you're gonna be having the snakies from the Anubites, or from the Anubis. It's gonna be pretty much blocking the rock here. Quite effectively, has to be said. I don't think that's gonna be too much that Chrono can be doing with that. He's so far not entirely making too many boats otherwise. Obviously, since we are on vanilla, dogs are not shooting, so therefore there's not any kind of like assistance from that, and the early water dominance is gonna be fairly important. As you can see, he's gathering plenty of gold, which should be signaling some shift in sands, possibly also into, I don't know, I'm guessing maybe into one of the settlements. I mean, like, this one is really good because of the gold next to it. Not like this one would be too much different, but question is how much actually vision Chrono is having on the land, and I'm thinking it's actually not too much. Because he obviously didn't have the animals or anything, so any kind of scouting would have been quite a bit complicated for him. We still having dog to the top side. Can say about now one transport, second transport potentially waiting as well. So maybe he's just kind of fast heroing, yes he is. Gonna be having the armory. But what is he gonna be playing there? Because frankly he doesn't have free Leviathan, he doesn't have anything else as well. That is something. No, the TCs are alright. Yeah, just somehow didn't show it, I don't know, well, but everybody's having okay TCs, no problem. I can see, of course, the boats are gonna be just running everywhere. Splitting kind of the army from Shenanigans, which is really nice. Really nice, because it's gonna be keeping potentially some chances for Chrono, who is just right about now advanced. Who's gonna be advancing through Segmet. Oh, is he gonna be jumping there? Yes, he will. Yes, he absolutely will. Okay, so what is going to be happening with that? Another one for screenshot right there. I mean, like, there are no boats here. So I think he's gonna be alright. He's gonna be then basically just getting some vision. Then he's gonna be shifting with the scrap. You can see he's already getting him prepared. Getting a new scrap as soon as possible. Okay, so there we go. There we go for the most fun part. No, well, obviously ChronoJJ knew why he wanted to be playing this map. So on the water still, you can see Shenanigans is gonna be controlling it rather well. He's in the middle, not entirely taking TCs because he's not in the heroic cage. And as you can see, ChronoJJ is gonna be there for already getting... Oh, one villager! That's all that he actually had to be sneaking in. That's why he was having so many transports, for example, even here beyond the island. No, he needs to be really quick. Okay, there we go. Villagers gonna be having... Oh, Skin of the Rhino actually doesn't have that. He's gonna be dropping immediate Migdol. Maybe a bit of a shame, as he's gonna be right now, of course, blocking. And not that there are not any kind of god powers that he can be casting. Potentially Ancestors, if he advances to the next age. That's a question. If he's advancing or not currently. Huh. Oh, what a shame. What a shame, it almost actually had it. Okay, that was just a difference of like 5 seconds. But nonetheless, this is gonna be a problem anyway, but not entirely enough. because he's gonna be able to get the TC to the right. Excellent gold mine next to it. And obviously that's the problem, in my opinion, for ChronoJJ. This gold mine is already depleted. The one on his starting island is at 200. So that is, in my opinion, a legitimate problem, because they don't start with an extra one. Now, Ancestors, no kind of question if he's gonna be casting him after. Should be empowering definitely Chrono here right now, you're noticing that. Can be still quite a bit annoying, because right now with blocking all of that, as the population limit. So ChronoJJ is gonna be at second settlement, but the gold mine really are, well, the gold mines are a problem. So I'm not really sure what's gonna be happening at this point now. So yeah, okay, he's gonna be of course able to clean the whole island fairly easily, which really shouldn't be too much of a problem. Unfortunately, of course, there are not any kind of good god powers anymore left for Chrono. Yeah, that was, I mean, like, that was a GG. If it was 5 seconds earlier and the heroic age didn't come in. That was a GG right there. But nonetheless, they're gonna be right now continuing, and still it's gonna be a lot of fighting for ChronoJJ, who does have heavy cabinets, for example, upgraded. As you can right now having the cabinets on the other side without anything too much. And you can see through bottom. No, actually ChronoJJ seems to be having a fairly solid comeback on through water currently. Not entirely too opposed to the idea. You can see it's kind of course everything pretty much leveled, and he needs to be in the market. And is he gonna be just gathering stone and selling that, or the wood, sorry, and selling it? I mean, like, he's gathering a lot of wood pretty much here. So yeah, but second TC for Shenanigans. I'm thinking that the gold mines here might be quite a bit of a way to win, to be honest, for him. I'm really thinking that it might be. No, we'll see if that's gonna be really true or not. Through right, already the docks attempted to be dropped by ChronoJJ, and that is maybe something that could be helping him. If he managed to actually control the water really quick, then there is a good chance he's gonna be having enough time to set up some trade and get it working. For example, this island is actually really good for trade. Yeah, market there. It's very prolonged. The bottom TC is quite far away, so I'm really liking the chances of that. And yeah, I'm thinking it'll be fine. Don't exactly expect that to be a problem, possibly, but it really is contingent on winning the water fairly comfortably, which is gonna be a hard one, considering that unfortunately he's not entirely noticing quickly enough that Shenanigans is right now finishing with the dog here already. Okay, so that's gonna be right now at least stopping the other ones for the time being. So this Shenanigans needs to be right now dropping not only the monument, but also plenty of new houses, as he has lost pretty much everything in his home base. Citadel is gonna be coming up where? There? I don't know. If that is gonna be in the water range, which we know that it is. Shenanigans already going for horse, alright. Then I'll be thinking it would be actually really better to cast it here, just to be keeping the pop limit. But now, no, I'm not sure I like the tornado, frankly. I don't think it's giving him too much at this point. I'm a bit of a thinking this is a bit of a revenge tornado. Kinda like you have the... kinda like the... revenge partnership altercations, let's say. Then I'm thinking this was something similar with Ancestors right now coming up as well. Right after. So he's gonna be trying to right now stop Chrono, but it would have been probably a bit better to attack even here. Tornado probably wouldn't be killing the Citadel Center though, that's the problem. 3600 I'm thinking is a bit too much for Tornado. For Earthquake it would be enough, but... Tornado? Yeah, I don't think so, but he needs to be getting this TC as soon as possible. That is definitely clear, as he's so far gonna be coming for the top one. Maybe even trying to establish a trade also on this island, quite possibly. But yeah, well, he also needs to be getting a few hammer shippos into this, so that he can get rid of the war barges, which are getting more and more annoying. As it seems like the Migdol Stronghold will be falling. Could have been possibly going in with the Pharaoh and Priest. It's gonna be really close actually with the Migdol. Because he's having Masons already. If he only started to do this earlier, he could have saved it. Nah. ChronoJJ is so unlucky with just a few seconds. I mean, like, at the same time, I mean, like, the Migdol is not entirely too important for him on this island, frankly. Just got him a bit of army. But it would have been still nice to kind of ferry over more of the units without having to build a new one. But still gonna be playing on the Scarab. Not sure if we could have healed it, maybe. Before he actually went for the battle here. But the TC should be still falling to that. Unless he's gonna be able to produce a decent amount of priests and has pharaohs somewhere nearby. Which he doesn't. Oh, there he is. There he is, Mr. Pharaoh. No, and Rebengalis are gonna be already up with good numbers, waiting for the next scarab to be ported over as he's coming forward. So the first one will be still a bit of an issue. Oh, the issue won't be able to finish in the end, but I'm thinking at the second should be pretty much alright, especially with the damage that he has. See, Shenanigans will be noticing, but not like he can be doing too much with that, right? Just doesn't have too much of a chance to attack it, considering the counter units that are there. With Temple right here, so that he doesn't have to be exactly moving around, as it seems like Chrono is maybe quite a bit aware that the possibilities are getting a bit lower. He's gonna be able to transport without any kind of discrimination and problems more new units, but that's gonna be of course the Migdol Stronghold. At this point he's definitely living off selling wood, which is kind of classic for that's something that you for example see on Titans also fairly often, as far as for example Chemo and other players able to do a lot with that. But here currently it's gonna be also costing quite a few villages to Shenanigans. And another scarab. He's actually even coming from the bottom. I didn't even look at that and think of that. So yes, this DC is gonna be certainly gone. No, and feels to me that yep, we are gonna be at this point done. And therefore that is going to be resulting into ChronoJJ taking the first one on his home map. He knew what he was doing. It was a bit unlucky on the execution here and there, but in the end, no, even those few seconds which could have been ending the game a whole lot earlier didn't matter, and he's gonna be taking the first game in the vanilla tournament by Earl Destroyer, so congratulations on that, and damn good job, and damn fun match you have seen here as well. So definitely happy that we are able to witness this live, and you can potentially then later download the recorded games from RTS-Sanctuary to watch it yourself to learn how to maybe play this map this way. Or, of course, you can even, for example, cast it yourself if you wish for some more coverage. Up to you what you want to be doing with it. Okay, yeah, I'm really thinking that the two god powers, as you say, Schalke, were... I don't think there was too much of a good plan to it. Thinking they should have been kept for maybe just mopping up the army here. Maybe even using it on the water to get some kind of advantage. Goes for both Tornado and Implosion. Or the Implosion Ancestors. Why did I say Implosion? It's not even in vanilla, of course. So I guess let's have a look into the post game, and we are gonna be there for getting some info, and the players then will be starting into game number 2, which is going to be Shenanigans home map. Looking forward to what that's going to be. Looking forward to that. And thank you very much, Wim, for the host. Hope you're having some good games. Maybe, I guess, some custom scenarios. Quite often play that. Something like Full Wood Gold, right? You play, or Bloodsport, I'm not sure. Can say right now the economy, 5,000 more wood into the gold, yeah. And it seemed like the gold could be an issue. But ChronoJJ managed to overcome that. Can say right now 2 and 2, that's 4. Effectively 1,000 more resources for Chrono. Seems like, and the unit skill, that was a bit different. Can say right now the economy 5473. No, good job. Good job indeed, with the heavy cabinets on top of it, and especially of course the scarabs being the pain for Shenanigans. And we mustn't forget that actually mythical units are quite a bit more expensive for vanilla than our Titans, so this is even harder to even do here. GG.